Inhale until ye are full. William Shakespeare. 2, 3, 4, 5. Give yourself permission to go there. Standing on up. I got way too much stuff in my pocket.
Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode here in New York, rowing on the Hudson over here. But behind me, everyone's warming up for their session on the water this morning, and today is 2K day, where everybody gets to evaluate themselves, evaluate their scores, compare themselves to what they've done before, and sort of compare themselves, okay, I've done this score today, what can I do better, whether that is rowing wise, technique wise, or maybe outside of that to improve later on. But now, like I said, it's time to get on the water. Made it off the water, watching some of the wildlife here in New York on the river behind me. Awesome session with some of the girls here at Sparks rowing camps. Now it's time to fuel up, because remember, food is fuel, and we've got to fuel up so we can have an awesome 2K this afternoon. And but before that, we have some sort of chats with the program leaders.
Yo.
And with the coaches as well, just sharing our experience and helping if there's any questions or concerns before the 2Ks. But now, like I said, it's time to fuel up, because remember, food is fuel. And we've made it out here waiting on the bus after fueling up with the guys, because remember, food is fuel. Now it is time to go to the Columbia Athletics Center to get our 2Ks done. Oh yeah! And we've made it to the erg room here at Columbia. We've got the people behind us just about to start to erg on their 2Ks, to warm up to get on the erg, from the advice of the coaches here at Columbia and the coaches here on Sparks camps. So let's get warmed up and let's get on to the 2K. And we've made it through the 2K. The campers have finished their 2Ks. Now it's time to sort of analyse what they may have done right, what they may have done wrong, the strategies that they used through the PL groups, so the small groups that we get to split everybody into, so we can have a more sort of people
in-depth chat,
more in-depth chat about what they've done. So
and whether they stuck their plan. Yeah.
And so let's see just a little bit of a chat with the guys, with the campers, and then we head back, pack, and get ready for racing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. we've made it back to the dorm with one of the campers here after the 2Ks. Would you like to introduce yourself to the
Hi,
vlogs?
I'm Raya.
And this is one of the campers here at Sparks Rowing, and we just finished our 2Ks, and we finished the debrief for the 2K. So how was your 2K?
My 2K was pretty good. I focused a lot on technique, and I felt like I improved a lot.
Yeah. And we just went over the debrief of sort of what worked, what didn't work.
Yeah.
So what do you think you did really well in that 2K?
I think that I tried to keep a positive attitude. When you think you can do it, you really can. And we learned a new technique to make a sound at the finish. So for the first 250, I did that every 3 strokes, and then every 250 I did 3 strokes with that at the finish, and that really helped. It made it so much easier, and whenever I felt tired, I did that, and it worked a lot. Yeah.
So you reckon you can take that to your next 2K?
Yeah, definitely.
Use the experience from today.
Yeah, by the end, I didn't even really have to think about doing it. It just felt really natural.
Yeah. And then that was one of sort of Anderson's tips as well.
Yeah.
So just sample. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now after the 2K, after the debrief, we're going to get some fuel up, because remember, food is fuel. And then, like we said earlier, we're packing because we're leaving tomorrow after the races. Right?
Which we're going to crush.
Yes, exactly. Nice work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And have an enjoyable evening.
Thank you. I will.
And we've made it back to the dorm this evening before we get to make the t-shirts with all of these fantastic people, the PLs of the camp and the APLs as well. Guys, can you explain sort of what the t-shirt making is all about? We'll start with Patrick and then work our way around to Justin.
It's about each individual tribe, each individual program leaders group, so to make everyone feel like they're part of a team, and as the week's gone on, to try and form that bond which makes them part of a unit, I suppose. So yeah.
Yeah, you spend the whole week getting to know the people in your group super well, and you discuss some pretty heavy stuff in those groups, and it's just a way to sort of have a physical representation of the bond that you've made with those people, and you wear it proudly while you race.
Yeah, I think that it's a lot about making the t-shirts too, and not just wearing them tomorrow, but I think they definitely were super excited and happy while they were making them together today.
Right, by a similar token, the t-shirts are sort of an opportunity to get a bit goofy, enjoy yourselves, not take yourself too seriously for an evening.
And even through that, in the last activity, it's a great way for them to reflect and look back on the roller coaster of a camp they've had.
I know Scarlett and I had some high energy while we were making the t-shirts, but we were really happy to see that they ended up putting all of each other's names on the back. It was a good representation of the week.
Yeah, it's a great culmination to see everyone come together and really make something all together and then represent them, their group and themselves in this t-shirt that they've been making for the races. Yeah.
And as always, it's not about the final product. It's not about your finished camp. It's about the journey that you go through, whether you're here now or you're going to be here. You might see some of these faces, my face. We've got Anderson over here as well, and perhaps Corey too. But you might see one of these faces around the camp if you come here. But it is an amazing journey with all these people. So let's get to making, or have made, will make, the t-shirts. Oh yeah! And to finish off the camp this evening, we've got YAM in the post-its to signify our highs and lows on the post-it notes themselves, with all of the campers behind me and all of the campers over here, just analysing what we enjoyed, making some t-shirts, having some fun, and seeing what we could improve on, what we did well, and overall how the experience was. But of course there is one more day left of camp where the campers get to go into the boats and race against each other side by side. So really excited for that, to see if they can take their improvements into their rowing from the advice they've been given from the coaches and from what they've learned throughout this camp. But that will be the end of today's episode, Yam Squad. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and as always, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and I'll see you tomorrow.